So, blah 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 asked us a question. We're honestly just not sure how to pronounce this crazy name, but you know who you are. We'll just call you Crazy Name. Holler to Crazy Name while we're at it. Anyway, Crazy Name asked us if we really think the Berto fight was Floyd's last fight, and who do we think will be the next Mayweather. Truth is, Crazy Name, we have no idea. But we just said this to Mr. Boxing today, and we'll say it again. If 2 years pass, then we'll consider believing it. Until then, this was just another Mayweather fight to us. We've reached the point we pay no attention to anything that comes out of Mayweather's mouth. Or we gotta dissect it and analyze what's true and not. It's fucking ridiculous. But we wanna show you something. Look at this. Now. What looks better to you? That 50's some pretty tempting shit. Even for us it would be. It's the kinda thing that may always haunt Mayweather's mind. That one last fight for the Big 5-0. But if he does go for it, he better seriously retire after that. That's if he can do it. Understand something though. A guy like Mayweather's an excitement junkie. He's just one of the most disciplined ones in history. Sure, these guys like a rest, but once some months pass by and the attention dies down, he'll start thinking about a return. It's like muscle memory. Those cycles will pass and with no pressure he'll be feeling the possibilities. Feeling refreshed. Feeling the possibilities of one last hurrah. For all we know, it may be in his plans already. This may be total bullshit and Floyd may know it. But we expect no fight in May. Unless some pack shit seriously jumps off, because that's his final big money ticket. He'll know if he lets too much time pass it's over for good. He'll also know the hunger will build in his fans. Floyd Mayweather's return for 50-0. But he needs time to pass. Unless it's pack, he needs to skip that May date. 50 is tempting though. We always talked about how fucked up it was. Take Roy Jones for example. The off-the-record truth is Roy actually went 50-0. Off the record we said. He just did some stupid shit against Griffin. In a fight he had won. Roy's still a legend, but he coulda had a flawless sparkling diamond career. If he didn't get stupid against Griffin and just let the Tarver win go, he could have retired 50-0 easily. Everyone's view would be totally different of Roy right now. He would have been a boxing god. People what about when he walked in a rooms? He's still appreciated, but he's not looked upon the way he coulda been. Yet the truth is no one beat Roy in 50 fights. Last thing Floyd needs to do is fuck that up. But here's what we know. There was talk of Floyd going for number 50. And we mean straight out of the horse's mouth. That means we heard Floyd say it himself. He mentioned that everyone wants to see him go for number 50. And with enthusiasm. Now this was a video we actually had in our likes. Suddenly that video got deleted. And it's possible Floyd was behind the deletion of it. That type of shit happens a lot, and it's possible Heyman and the money team's behind it. These guys know what moves need to be made, and they'd know it's not smart for a video like that to be out there if they want to make a big return. We're not saying it's fact. Just possible. 49-0 ain't the magic number. 50 is. Fans are tired of Floyd right now. And Floyd knows it. In a year. It's a new game. Take Stevenson. There was a sweet video of Adonis getting knocked the fuck out. That suddenly vanished once he joined Heyman. Could be just a coincidence. But it did vanish after he signed with Heyman. But if Mayweather actually stays retired, we just wanna say. To a legendary YTBC commenter. We're gonna miss you, Selma. We have no idea why so many Floyd haters called you a man. I personally always thought you was kinda cute. You'd say things and I'd think, how cute. But you're always welcome to visit 10 players, and we'll tear some tracks the fuck up for you in the studio. We want that shit done in English though. We'll even pay for your ticket. But we wanna cut from those sales. Yeah. You ain't getting that much of a free ride. Ain't no one that cute. But to get back to this Mayweather shit. The truth is, we see no one on the rise to be the next Mayweather. We see fighters with potential, and some might do more than Mayweather. But as far as some pay-per-view king getting Mayweather type attention, we don't see it. Here's the thing. It's not about the ring. You've gotta win. But you've gotta stir attention towards the sport outside of the ring. We also have no idea what type of muzzle and chokehold Heyman has on fighters. That's if he actually has one, because these guys' mouths fucking suck. Floyd Mayweather was the best at this shit. Plain and simple. Our problem with Mayweather's that he has no respect for the sport or fans, and straight out lies non-stop. But we explained this shit before. Instead of guys chasing Mayweather, they should have been beating ass and claiming they're the fucking best instead. Take Thurman. Heyman may have connections, but if he advises them on what to say, it sucks to us. Thurman's running around complimenting Mayweather constantly when he should have been insulting him if he really wanted attention. Claiming he's the king and boxed great after fights, when he should have been claiming he was a fucking sucker who sucked. Even if he really felt that way, that's not how you get the fucking fight. Like when the fuck did you ever hear Ali saying shit like that about any of his rivals? Floyd clocked Ali and stole all that shit, then incorporated it. Ali would claim they was nothing compared to him in the front row after an opponent's fight. Jack Johnson would follow a fucker around the world saying that shit. We'll be talking some Jack soon too. But these guys do the opposite. Take Thurman saying, "I gotta and I'm not afraid to let it go." Thurman needs to change that shit. He should be saying, "I gotta and I ain't never fucking letting it go." That's what the fuck he should be saying. Instead he's saying he's willing to get beat up. Like, stop fucking worrying about the possibility of losing. If you do and you give the fans something, they'll fucking return. By the way, you can have that say in Thurman. It'll make you millions. That's if you win. And when it does, you can be nice and remember 10 players caused that shit. And buy us something real cool for 100 grand. Appreciation's good because God don't like ugly. And if you're an atheist, great. Nature don't. Just don't forget our 100 grand. But these guys just don't do attention getting shit. And since so many of their rivals are also owned by Heyman, we have no idea if or how many of them he tells to shut the fuck up. Like they've gotta fight who Heyman says right. So how can you chase another motherfucker if Heyman has different plans for them and is controlling you too? The last thing he wants is you making the public wanna see something he's got no plans for. Like, are we wrong? Because Garcia claims Heyman makes those decisions. So like, how the fuck would that work? But these guys need to learn to get attention and self-promote. You still need ring skills though. But if you got it, develop your mouth. These guys always think they'll fight Mayweather and somehow steal his thunder if they win. Well, this shit ain't no fucking Highlander where you cut a motherfucker's head off and get their powers. Sure, you'll get a little attention, but it doesn't mean you'll suddenly become the next Mayweather if you beat him. The man created shows, flapped his mouth, did Dancing with the Stars, the WWE, and whatever else he needed to get attention. Do the fucking same. But those guys don't do shit like that. Crawford's got great skills, but that's not his character. Or Porter's. Or Ward's. Or Triples. Or any of these guys for that matter. There was one guy that had the potential. Which was Broner. But he lacked balance and fucked that shit up. The other problem's that all these guys wanna be Mayweather overnight. Truth is, Mayweather was 37 fights in before he became Mayweather. And he didn't always have the big mouth he does. He developed it. He studied Ali his entire life and trained and trained and trained to be him. For now, fans will ride certain guys. Unless one of these guys develops their mouths. We see no one. All these guys are missing something when it comes to that. And there's something else you gotta get that every well-known great had. We'll talk about that in another video. But none of these guys are getting it. The other thing they need is something the Boxonologist did a video about recently. We're leaving a link to that video for anyone who's interested in what's needed to become the next big thing, because the shit was on point. But honestly, we see no one with any standout amazing gifts along with the mouth needed to become the next Mayweather. We see guys on the rise. Crawford, Ward, Spence, Triple, but once Cotto and Pac's gone, we see no Mayweather on the rise. Canelo will be the one if he keeps winning. But what's needed is that extra spunk outside the ring, if you want to draw that vast pay-per-view attention in the ring. Mayweather had it. It doesn't mean you've gotta be a villain. But fighters need a hook, or some kinda story that makes people wanna watch. And we see it in no fighter for the moment. Thing is though, anyone can create it. That's what Mayweather did. We just don't see no one trying to. That simple. So that's our view for now, crazy name. And until our next one. Peace. We're out.